Okay, guys, this is my first attempt at this, so I'm just going to babble. All right, here's the deal. It all started with the Mandela effect. And before you roll your eyes and say, okay, the Mandela effect is people misremembering, I could not be more inclined to say that these are all tin hat wearers. However, all right, my kids were the first ones that came up to me and said, Mom, look at this video. And they had me look at this video, and it was talking about the Berenstain Bears and how now it's the Berenstain Bears. And I was like, wait a minute, I read this to you guys when you were little. I have 5 kids. And I distinctly remember it being the Berenstain Bears. And then it went on from there. And there were all these things that I remembered, and they're not that way anymore. And anyway, so I got in all these groups, and they would talk about all these different things going on, like at JFK, there were 4 people in the car, and suddenly there's 6 people in the car, and it looks like Jackie killed him. And it's like, whoa, wait a minute, this is all messed up. Well, anyway, so I went from there to things started getting really weird, and it was almost like I felt this need to better myself and to start reading more. And then I wanted to manifest things in my life. So I got this book. And in fact, I have it sitting right here, and I've been journaling lately, and it's about manifesting. So I started reading it, and I started journaling because I wanted money. And who doesn't want more money? And actually, my husband has been going into work more lately. He's been working overtime. He's been helping around the house. It's kind of a weird phenomenon if you know my husband. But anyway, so that's been working out. And here's some bizarre things that have been happening lately that have really kind of boggled my mind. And I've been telling my friends about it. And I was telling my girlfriend Candace about this morning. And she goes, Maria, you got to start a video blog. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. For starters, I have a monkey. For those of you that don't know, she's a marmoset, and she's adorable, and right now she's at a vet for a checkup, but if I do another video, I'll show her to you guys. And her name is Duduki, and I had taken her to Florida recently, and we went to the Ringling Museum down in Sarasota. And I have this special little purse for her where she can see through it and she can breathe. And when I take her into buildings, I usually put her in that because I think it's kind of rude to just have her out and about on my shoulder, even though I have a harness for her, because, you know, I don't want people coming up to me asking me all these questions. And plus, she is an animal, and, you know, other people might not appreciate her being out. And I do have her registered as an emotional support animal. I am in a wheelchair. So, you know, but anyway, so I'm going through the buildings down there. Everything's all hunky-dory. And I go into the one museum part of it. And this old woman at the door sees my purse kind of move. And she goes, what you got there? And I go, oh, it's my animal, you know. And she goes, oh. Well, anyway, so I proceed inside, and I'm watching this guy, and he's talking about this one painting. And all of a sudden, security comes up, taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, excuse me, he goes, do you have a support animal? And I go, yeah. And he goes, we don't allow this. And I go, oh, well, you know, I have my badge, here you go. And he goes, no, he goes, we don't follow the American with Disability regulations here. I'm like, what? And he goes, I'm sorry, you'll have to take her outside. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. So my husband and I go outside, we tell the rest of our group, go on ahead. But then I went outside, I got upset, and I go, you know what? I'm gonna go ask for my money back. And I tell my husband, come with me. So as we're going through the door, I'm getting more and more upset. I can feel, you know, the energy draining out of me. Tears are starting to stream down my face. And I go to the counter there, and I'm like, listen, I need somebody in charge. We want our money back. You know, this is wrong. So we get our money back. We go outside. I'm out there vaping, and I have my monkey out now. You know, people are looking at me like, oh, you know, what's going on with this chick? She's crying. She has a monkey on her shoulder, you know, and whatever. We go home from vacation, and suddenly there's headlines all over Facebook, everywhere. Ringling is closing after 146 years. you know? Well, that was one thing. That was kind of odd, but okay, you know, that was one thing. Well, then we go to the casino. And of course, you know, I'm listening to, you know, all these positive things. I'm listening to binaural beats. I'm working on manifesting money now, right? I win at the casino. My husband wins at the casino. We're with my mom and her new boyfriend. We all win at the casino. I mean, who wins at the casino? Yeah, you can say some people do, but we generally never do. We all win at the casino. We all won approximately, I'll say $200, because I won $195. My husband won like 170 something, and the rest of them won 100 and something. I don't remember. They weren't big amounts, but still, you know. Okay, this is where it gets freaky. All right, I have a girlfriend. Her name's Maria too. She has a husband. I'm not gonna say he's shy exactly, but he's not a big talker. I've known these guys for years. I grew up with her, you know. They go to our church, everything. Well, this guy, again, he's not a big talker. He's been over my house. He's the type, you know, hi, how are you? Fine, how are you? Good to see you, bye. You know, he's not a talker. She ran out of headache medication the other day, so she sends him to my house to pick up a couple of pills for me because I haven't needed them lately. I've been feeling great. And he comes to the door. He doesn't even know why he's at my house. She sent him. And I go up to the door and I have a little plastic baggie and I'm like, drug deal, right? And I go to give it to him. And he goes, what's this? And I go, oh, she didn't tell you that, you know, she needed a couple of pills. And he goes, oh. He goes, no, she didn't tell me why she sent me here. And I go, oh, yeah, she had a headache, whatever. And he goes, oh, okay, thanks. And then just out of the blue, he goes, do you ever play the stock market? And I go, yeah, sometimes, you know. And he goes, well, there's this one stock that's doing really well. And he starts telling me about this stock. And he's going on and on and on about it. And it's a pot stock, you know, a marijuana stock. Okay. So he's talking for so long that I felt bad. I'm like, you know, come on in. You know, I wasn't going to have him standing at the door. So he sat at my kitchen table for over an hour talking to me about it. So passionately for so long. I'm like, you want to have a beer or something? My son comes home from work. My son sat and talked to him about it too. And my husband eventually came home. He finally leaves. I'm buying this stock. Even my son is buying the stock. We are that convinced, you know, because this guy never talks to us. All of a sudden, he's in my home for over an hour talking to us about it, right? Okay. Then I go on Facebook. I'm scrolling down Facebook. This is where I still get goosebumps just thinking about it. One of those sponsored ads pops up. You know how you get those stupid ads on Facebook that you don't want to see? And it says, if you don't invest in marijuana stocks today, you will regret it the rest of your life. If that's not a sign from the universe, I don't know what is. I told my husband, I don't care if I don't pay my mortgage, I'm dumping like every penny I have in this stock. This is where I'm at. If that's not a sign, I mean, it literally wrote it. I mean, look, I feel like I'm going pale just talking about this right now. That is how bad I'm freaking out about it. Okay, so beyond that now. Okay, then I go to journal in my manifest journal about all of this. I don't have a pen because I hire this company to clean my house because I believe that if you want to be rich, you got to act rich and you have to play the parts. So I hire a company. Girl comes out, cleans my house, everything's spotless. Now I can't find a pen. So I'm searching drawers, I'm searching everywhere. I cannot find a freaking pen, right? So I come back to the table and I literally say out loud, I need a pen. I look down and I see on the chair here a pen. Hello, a pen. I picked it up and I was able to journal, okay? So because I'm journaling different things on different pages, on one page I was journaling things that I'm grateful for every day. And I was running out of room because I started on like the page behind it writing other stuff. I thought to myself, well, if I had Post-its, I could like put a Post-it on this page so I could continue on a page further down, like things I'm grateful for, and I know that, that's what I'm doing, and I could go to that page. So, I want to remember to buy Post-its, and I go, I need Post-its, right? I wake up this morning, there's Post-its next to my alarm clock. What am I, a Staples? I go to my husband, where'd these Post-its come from? He was like, well, I don't know. And he's pretty clueless about everything. He didn't buy me Post-its. He did not buy me Post-its. My girlfriend sent me, she goes, maybe he bought you Post-its. Why would he buy me Post-its? I didn't tell him to buy me Post-its. I never even mentioned this to him. So guys, look at me. My voice is starting to change. Manifestation is real. It's freaking me out. And I just wanted to tell you about it. So yeah, stay positive. Ask God, the universe, for what you want. It will come to you. And yeah. And I will keep posting. I will keep letting you know what's going on. If I go crazy, come visit me. Thanks. Peace out.